Good morning, students. In previous video we have covered isomers, mirror nuclei, and in characteristics of nuclei few topics are covered. First one, size of nucleus is covered. Second one, charge of the nucleus is covered. Third one, density of nucleus is covered. In present video, we want to continue the remaining concepts. Remaining concepts means a fourth characteristics of nuclei. A fourth characteristics of nuclei is nothing but mass of nucleus is there. So what is meant by mass of nucleus? Or mass of nucleus is depends on what factors is there. Here, mass of the nucleus is nothing but the total mass of nucleons is there. Mass of the nucleus is almost equal to the total mass of nucleons are there. So, mass of the nucleus depends on the total mass of all nucleons are there. The total mass of all nucleons means the total mass of Z protons and total mass of A minus Z neutrons are there. The total mass of all protons and total mass of all neutrons becomes the mass of the nucleus is there. For example, you can consider XZA is one nucleus. This nucleus consisting of Z protons are there. But what is the mass of Z protons? Or what is the mass of all protons? We know mass of one proton is mp, mass of two protons is 2 mp, mass of 10 protons is 10 mp, but mass of Z protons means Z into mp. Z is related to number of protons. mp related to mass of one proton is there. So that is about total mass of all protons are there. Next, what about a total mass of all neutrons? Mass of one neutron is mn. Mass of two neutrons is 2 mn. Or mass of A minus Z neutrons. In case of XZA nucleus, Z is atomic number and A is mass number. But number of neutrons means A minus Z. But total mass of all neutrons means A minus Z into Mn. So that is about total mass of all protons and total mass of all neutrons. The total mass of all protons and neutrons becomes the total mass of nucleons. A total mass of nucleons is almost equal to total mass of nucleus. So therefore, a total mass of nucleus, is equal to a total mass of all nucleons are there. Total mass of all nucleons depends on total mass of protons and total mass of neutrons. But total mass of protons means Zmp plus total mass of neutrons means A minus Z into Mn. So sum of total mass of all protons and total mass of all neutrons becomes total mass of nucleus. So that is about expression for a total mass of all nucleons or mass of the nucleus. Here Z means atomic number. A minus Z means number of neutrons. Here mp means mass of a proton. Generally mass of proton expressed in terms of AMUs. A mass of proton value, mass of one proton value 1.00 7826 AMU. Here AMU means atomic mass unit. Mass of nucleons, mass of nucleus expressed in terms of AMU also. AMU means atomic mass unit system. So that is about mass of one proton, mass of each proton. Next, what about mass of each neutron? 1.00867 AMU. It is mass of one neutron. But compare, actually mass of proton and mass of neutron almost equal. Almost equal but not exactly. But comparing both values, mass of neutron slightly greater than mass of protons. So that is about a mass of nucleus system. So mass of nucleus is almost equal to total mass of all nucleons. That means total mass of all protons and total mass of all neutrons is there. Generally mass of nucleus expressed in terms of AMU also. AMU means atomic mass units are there. It is about mass of one proton and mass of one neutron is there. So that is about last characteristics of nucleus is there. Next continuation, atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit is also referred by AMU. Generally mass of nucleons or mass of nucleus expressed in terms of AMU system. But what is meant by one AMU definition? What is the definition of AMU? And what is the value of one AMU? Generally, atomic mass unit or AMU can be defined as it is 1/12 mass of isotope of carbon atom so it is 1/12 mass of isotope of carbon atom. Such mass is called as 1 AMU. And 1 AMU mass of 1 AMU is equal to 1.67 10 power minus 27 kg. So that is about definition of AMU. And 1 AMU mass is nothing but 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Next continuation, what is energy equivalent to 1? Next continuation, energy equivalent to 1 AMU mass in million electron volts MeV. Or how to convert mass into energy? We know according to Einstein's mass energy relation, conversion of mass into energy. So according to Einstein's mass energy relation, E is equal to mc square is there. Here m means mass of 1 AMU, c means the speed of light. We know mass of 1 AMU means 1.67 into 10 power minus 19, 10 power minus 27 kg. And value of speed of light 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. So by knowing mass and c, by knowing m value and c value, we can calculate energy equivalent to 1 AMU mass. According to Einstein's mass energy relation, E is equal to mc square. Here m means 1 AMU mass 1.67 10 power minus 27 kg. C means speed of light. Speed of light will 3 into 10 power 8. Simplify, it becomes 1.67. 3 square means 9 into 10 power minus 27. 10 power minus 27 into 10 power 8 whole square means 10 power 16 is there. It becomes 10 power minus 11 joules. So initially we are getting energy in terms of joules. Now convert this energy of joules into million electron volt system. Generally we know, first convert our energy E is equal to 1.67 9 into 10 power minus 11. Here we are getting answer in terms of joules system. Now convert this energy joules into electron volts. So conversion of joules into electron volts means dividing with the electron charge. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Or simplified, it becomes 1.67 into 9 by 1.6 into numerator denominator on 10 power minus 11 is cancelled. Minus 8. This 10 power minus 8 is moving upside 10 power plus 8. Simplified, we are getting answer. It is 9.385 into 10 power 8 electron volts. Or simplified, 938.5 into 10 power 6 electron volts. Or finally, energy equivalent to 1 AMP mass becomes 938.5. 10 power 6 means million. 10 power 6 electron volts means million electron volts. So it is the energy equivalent of 1 AMP mass. Generally, initially we are getting energy in terms of joules. Later convert joules into electron volts. A conversion of joules into electron volts means dividing with electron charges. So in this way, we can convert energy equivalent of 1 AMP mass into a million electron volts. Finally, the answer is nothing but energy equivalent to 1 AMP mass is nothing 938.5 million electron volts. So that is about energy equivalent to 1 AMP mass in million electron volts. Next continuation, important concept, a very very important concept, nothing but mass defect is there. The symbol of mass defect is nothing but delta M. Generally, mass defect can be expressed in terms of AMUs are there. So that is about mass defect. But what is the definition of mass defect is that? So mass defect can be defined as it is the actual mass difference between the total mass of nucleons and the mass of nucleus is there. So it is the difference between total mass of nucleons to the mass of nucleus. Such kind of difference is called as a mass defect. Actually, mass of nucleons is nothing but mass of nucleus. But experimentally, there is some difference between a total mass of all nucleons to mass of the nucleus. Such kind of a difference is called as mass defect. For example, you can consider XZA is one nucleus. This XZA consisting of Z protons are there, and this XZA nucleus consisting of A minus Z neutrons are there. But mass defect can be defined as the symbol of mass defect means delta M. Mass defect can be defined as it is the difference between total mass of all nucleons to the mass of nucleus. Such kind of a difference of mass is called as a mass defect. But we know what is the total mass of all nucleons. Total mass of all nucleons means total mass of protons and total mass of neutrons. But total mass of Z protons means Z into MP. Z means number of protons. Mass of one proton means MP. But total mass of Z protons means Z into MP. Next, total mass of all neutrons are there. Nucleus consisting of A minus Z neutrons. Mass of one neutron means Mn. So that is about a total mass of all nucleons are there. Total mass of protons and total mass of neutrons is there. Minus mass of X nucleus is there. So difference between total mass of all nucleons to mass of nucleus is called as mass defect. It is a mass of proton and mass of neutron expressed in terms of AMU also. And mass of nucleus is also expressed in terms of AMU also. So totally mass defect can be expressed in terms of AMUs are there. Here empty means mass of one proton. We know value of mass of one proton 1.007826 AMU. And mass of one neutron is 1.008667 AMU. So by knowing number of protons, number of neutrons and mass of nucleus, we can calculate mass defect is there. So that is about difference between total mass of all nucleons to mass of the nucleus is called as mass defect is there. The symbol of mass defect is nothing but delta M. Next continuation, packing fraction is there. The symbol of packing fraction is nothing but PF is there. First of all, what is the importance of packing fraction? Packing fraction always explains the stability of nucleus system. We know some elements are stable, some elements are unstable, some elements are stable moderately is there. And packing fraction always explains the stability of nucleus system. Next, what is the definition of packing fraction? A packing fraction can be defined as mass defect per nucleon. Mass defect per one nucleon. For A nucleons, delta M is mass defect is there. Or mass defect for one nucleon is called as a packing fraction. The symbol of mass defect is nothing but delta M by A is there. So mass defect per nucleon is called as packing fraction. Our packing fraction PF is equal to, we know delta M means mass defect, its value Z into MP plus A minus Z into Mn minus Mx. It is the expression for mass defect per nucleon. So mass defect per nucleon is called as packing fraction, and it is always explains the stability of nucleus. But how it is explains the stability of nucleus? Generally, a packing fraction of carbon is taken as a reference. Packing fraction of carbon is taken as a reference. So compare the packing fraction of carbon. Some elements having positive more packing fraction. The elements whose packing fraction more than packing fraction of carbon, those elements having positive packing fraction. If packing fraction value is positive, then stability of nucleus is less. And some elements having packing fraction less than packing fraction of carbon, those packing fraction value can be expressed as negative is there. If packing fraction negative means more stable, and packing fraction positive means less stable is there. So that is about a packing fraction. The importance of packing fraction is always explains the stability of nucleus system. How packing fraction varies with respect to mass number. Observe one graph. So graph is drawn between mass number versus packing fraction of all elements. Generally, we know a packing fraction of carbon is taken as reference. Some elements having more packing fraction than carbon, those elements having positive packing fraction. Some elements having less packing fraction than carbon, those elements are taken as those elements having negative packing fractions. How packing fraction varies with respect to mass number means starting from 0 to 20 m. How packing fractions are from 20 to 160 or 170. How packing fraction? After 160, how packing fractions? If the mass number is lies between 0 to 20, those elements having positive packing fraction. These elements having packing fraction more than packing fraction of carbons. And elements are lies between, mass number lies between 20 to 160. Those elements having negative packing fraction less than packing fraction of carbons. If mass number greater than 150 or 160 or 170, those elements having again positive packing fractions. So some elements having packing fraction more than packing fraction of carbon, those elements having positive packing fraction. Middle elements whose mass number lies between 20 to 160, those elements having packing fraction less than packing fraction of carbon is there. And these elements have negative packing fractions. We already explained, if packing fraction is positive, those elements having less stable is there. That means mass number less than 20, mass number less than 20 means lighter elements. Lighter elements always unstable. Unstable means packing fraction positive. Next, heavy elements is also unstable. If the mass number greater than 160, mass number greater than 160 or 170, those elements are also having positive packing fraction. We know heavy elements are also unstable. So very light elements are unstable and very heavy elements are also unstable. So packing fraction positive indicates unstable. And middle elements, mass number lies between 20 to 160. These elements have a negative packing fraction. A negative packing fraction indicates more stable. So very light elements are unstable, very heavy elements are also unstable, but middle elements are always stable, more stable. So that is the importance of packing fraction. So packing fraction always explains stability of nucleus. One element to another element, how stability depends. So packing fraction definition means mass defect per nucleon. That is called as packing fraction. And conclusion, packing fraction positive means unstable, less stable. Packing fraction negative means more stable. So that is about the concept of packing fraction. So it is also important concept.